All right, Shalom. This is Brother Tata from the GMS Birmingham camp. I want to start off by giving all glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh Shem Shah, the honors of my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and that rule well, and salutations unto the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out. All right, I just wanted to come real quick. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right. Now, what I have before you is something that the beloved elder, the brother Atazawan, Jim Messalani, had put in a group. All right, and it says the ideal man is an educated barbarian, could deliver a seminar or rip your throat out in the same breath, cultured yet dangerous. All right, and that's true, man. Because to your average American, these people are simple and they're on an extremely low vibration. They don't really understand what it is to be a man, all right? And on top of that, a king or even a warrior, because a warrior and a king are synonymous. One just has a higher honor and a higher rank than the other because they're one and the same. And the greatest example of that is looking at King David, all right? And we know the many, the many proverbs, precepts that come to mind. You know, the Lord is a man of war. King David being a man after the Most High's own heart. You see, so King David was a well-versed man. You know, put you to death and then go write a song or a poem about it. You know, write love songs towards the Lord. You know, he was a very balanced individual. Matter of fact, with that, because I'm gonna be all over the place to a degree, but you'll get it in the end, Abaratazah, that we're to be balanced, man. If you're one of those, Jake, you're very studious, you know, hey, become a little bit more physical, man. And for you Jakes that are more physically inclined, you know, I come from that background or whatever, hey, become more studious, man. Become more sharp. Don't always be expecting someone to give you directions and give you orders. Go get it yourself, man. Be a man that is autodidactic, and that is a man that is self-taught. And a king is somewhat a king falls within that realm, man. All right. So I'll go here. This is Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is abomination to Yahweh Shem Shah, but a just weight is his delight. So yeah, it's not good for you to just be all broad. It's not great for you to be all studious. It's to be balanced, an educated barbarian, man. All right, and what it is to get barbaric? Hey, you gonna get physical with them, but what you would like to employ the tactics of diplomacy, you know, before we got to go down the street to the heavy metal rock concert, you know, so to speak. Before we pick up this heavy metal and get down on one another, let's see if we can settle this through proper discourse. You see? All right, so let's go here. This is Proverbs chapter 1. I'm going to start at 1. All right, it says the Proverbs of Solomon. All right, now we know and nobody wiser than King Solomon. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. All right, this is what it is to understand of these proverbs. All right, and this is the point: to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. All right, you see, this is what it is to get this understanding. All right. It says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain to wise counsels. Yeah, and him obtaining to wise counsel, he should fare the ever more better, man. All right, to understand a parable and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Yeah, that's what it is to have the understanding of the scriptures, man. Because we can tell you of the past, we can give you understandings of the midst of times, like right now, and we can tell you what's to come in the future. If the Holy Spirit dealeth with you, man, and you desire to be a balanced man in this thing. All right, and here it is, our in-law. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge. So the Lord is going to put you through particular straits, man. All right, that's that roughness. That's that barbarian spirit. You know, that's that kingly spirit being cultivated within you. Matter of fact, with that, let me get this word because educate. Want to go into the etymology of it, all right? Because that's what I was missing. All right, and I'm gonna get it real quick. It says, educat is to lead out, educar to lead out, all right? Induce. So what is it? To be led out. So the Lord is leading or drawing out the very man in which you are. An example, Isaac, man. He didn't Salaki, Abraham or Isaac. Abraham didn't want to sacrifice his son, his only son, his favorite son. All right. What did the Lord say do? Hey man, sacrifice him, give him to me. And he went and did exactly what the father said, man. Hey, the Lord will provide. And what did he do? He had a ram waiting in the bush and he let Jake know. He was like, hey man, I just wanted to see that you feel me. Would you obey? You see? So he showed Abraham how he built him. Say Abraham didn't know he was that strong, man. He didn't know he was that spiritual. Until the Lord what? Put him through particular straits, put him through particular hardships that what? The Lord educated Abraham on himself. You see? He became more balanced. He became more understanding of the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right? And we get in this wisdom. You got to hold fast to it, man. All right. Let me go here. Let's see. All right. I'm going to read it in the GNT. All right. This is Sirach 11 and 20. It says, stand by your duty and stick to it. Grow old at your work because the scriptures tell us to wax old in our work. It says, don't be jealous of what sinners achieve. Just stick to your own work and trust the Lord. Yeah, so screw what this dude got going on over here, man. You stick to your work. You got your own test, you know? So it ain't for us to get caught up in these distractions of the world at this point. We should be educating ourselves in the prophecies, paying attention to the prophecies unfolded, and getting the know Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shine something with him for the days to come, man. All right? And trust in the Lord, for it is easy for the Lord to make a poor person suddenly rich. All right? But that was the point, all right? Wax old in your work, all right? So let's go here. This is 2 Timothy, 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? So that's what it is. We're supposed to study. Autodidactic, self-teaching, all right? A workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth. Yeah, you ain't coming with all these excuses, man. All these gimmicks, you know? It's just straight understanding out here, you know? And a warrior straightforward, man. There ain't no beating around the bush with him, you see? All right, let's go here. This is Psalm 73 and 22. So foolish was I and ignorant. I was as a beast before thee. You see, this is King David speaking of himself in a song. All right. So who educated him? Who brought him up? Who took him from that low way of thinking? Who took him out of that foolish state? The Lord, through what? His hardships. All right. Through his manifold revelations that he bring unto Jake in your own walk. You see this, you see that, you see this. It's like, damn, the Lord really dealing with me, man. But this is the way he dealing with me. Not he dealing with me according to me, how I want to move, with me moving according to his will. Then will I find favor. All right. Let's go here. See, the uneducated, they walk without. This is Psalms chapter 82 verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth out of course. You see, all the foundations are out of course. Why? Because these people are uneducated. The Lord has not dealt with these people to draw out the fullness of them. So the earth can't even be used at its maximal potential. Why? Because these people are ass backwards, man. Starting with Esau. I go here. And I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. You see, it's power on our side, man. But the Lord is showing us even in balance. Hey, in the spirit, yeah, you a God, but in the flesh, you in the flesh right now, you gonna die like men. Why? Because the Lord needs you to lean upon Him to better understand this thing, man. Because the flesh is extremely weak. So it's constant that we need to go back to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to be renewed, man. And to tap into that power. All right. Let's go here. This is 1 John 2:20. But ye have an unction. All right. And what as a matter of fact, let's go into that real quick. Unction. All right. Charisma.
Strong's G 5545. Charisma.
The anointing. All right. A special endowment. So we were specially endowed with this, man. But ye have an unction from the Holy One that ye know all things. And that's what? That's to be balanced. All right. That's to be in the mindset of a king. All right. Because the scriptures, where is it? The scriptures say, be ye not ignorant in the, here it is, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, be not ignorant in anything, in a great matter or a small. All right, that's a king. All right, from the top to the bottom. But even the king has his what? He has his cabinet, his levels to it. But at the end of the day, the ultimate judgment stops with who? The king. And King Solomon showed you the great understanding when he dealt with the two wives, the two mothers. You see? Like split the baby in half. That was wisdom. You see? He was not ignorant. You see? Because what? He relied upon the Lord. He relied upon the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He leaned not upon his own understanding. All right? That's being educated. The Lord drew him out. And now, with me saying that, let me get the bulk of this. All right? That educated. All right? And I'm going to pull it in the, I'm going to read it in the GNT, and then I'm going to get it in the King James Version, Lord willing. It says, a well-traveled, this is Sirach 34:9. It says, through 11, a well-traveled person with wide experience knows many things and talks sense. Yeah, that's an aged man. That's starting with the apostles and the elders, man. That's why we in this young age of ours, we can speak over the heads of 40, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-olds. And Apostle Tahar and them ain't even that age. Why? Because we dwell with the Ancient of Days. We speak with a wisdom that is before time, man. All right? It says, a well-traveled person with wide experience know many things and talk sense. Ye can't know much if you haven't experienced much, but travel can make you more clever. And that's what we do. We travel, we walk, and we sup with the Lord, just as the disciples did. But now we do it through the Spirit, man. Highways and the byways, through your week, through your day-to-day, putting up these lessons, meditating, studying. All right. But travel can make you more clever. In my own travels, I have seen many things and learned more than I can put into words. And that's every brother. That's why we just got to keep it to the scriptures. Because shit, brothers talk each other head off, man. Hell, I'm learning that, man. Because see, we can't even we try to put it into words, but it ain't enough words, man. You know? But, let's see. Let me go back. Let's see if I can get it in the King James. I want to play. All right. It says, I'll go down. Yeah. It says, I was often in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. What? His experience, man. And that was the point. To be educated for you to catch these hells and the Lord to constantly draw out that righteousness in you to a point. That's all you know. That when you often get in times of danger, not that you put yourself in these situations or you provoke them, hey, it's just the man's goings of the Lord. To what? He's going to educate you more and draw it out more. And it says, I was oftentimes in danger of death, yet was I delivered because of these things. You see? That's what it is when you're an educated barbarian. I ain't running from it, but I have the wisdom, I have the wherewithal, the understanding to know, hey, I'm gonna get through this. And hey, some of it, hey, I gotta bear 50 pounds, I gotta bear 200 extra pounds on my back, that extra weight. Deal with it. Why? Because physically, I can deal. Physically, I'm a warrior, but mentally, I'm a king. That's an educated barbarian, man. Because the Lord is teaching you of who you are. He's showing you of how he built you, man. All right. This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 12. It says, I know both how to be abased, I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed to be full and to do and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. Now, I go here in the ASV. I know how to be abased. I also know how to abound in everything and in all things. I have learned the secret, both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound. So that's basically in the spirit of having it all. You remember the Lord. If I make my bed in hell, like King David said, thou art there. If I ascend up into heaven, what? Thou art there. Both to abound and to be in want. Yeah, because hey, the men of the Lord are in want right now. But what we understand it because we've been educated. Hey, the servant is not above his master. But now you got individuals that shouldn't even have the Bible in their hand. You know, teaching the people to be weak, teaching the people that it's all about carnal financial gains, man. These dudes that have not been educated in the Lord. So when the day of Jacob's trouble come, you ain't gonna have a foot to stand on, because you haven't been built up. The Lord is building men built for the day of the battle, man. That's why he said, a false balance is an abomination. He called us to be a nation of kings and priests. All right. So we're gonna cover every facet in that day. All right. But I don't think I had anything else left, you know. I'll just leave it there. You know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to end off by giving all glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Till the next time, Shalom.